I was on a flight from Eindhoven to the UK. I spent the week in the Netherlands alone to come to terms with the fact I was turning 21. I apologised to a woman who I later learned was Polish as she moved out of the way so I could get to my seat. She was reading a book titled How to Be a Brit, a gift from her boyfriend. I chuckled and asked her about her findings. We had a conversation that spanned the entire flight, and the conclusion that we came to is that British people lie. A lot. Or at least they don't say what they mean. There's this concept of implicit and explicit communication. I'll try and give you an analogy. If you're in London and someone says excuse me whilst walking past you at speed, what they mean to say is, get the fuck out of my way. And the reason they don't say get the fuck out of my way is because that's rude, despite it being the explicit meaning of their implicit communication. That's all well and good for a busy tube station, but a problem arises when you have to communicate something more complex than the rush hour commute. We tell these lies in a futile effort to preserve the feelings of the recipient of them. But if we're honest with ourselves, the lies we tell are more for our own sake. Telling the truth would make you feel bad, because we are empathetic creatures after all. But under the thin veil of your white lies, the other person knows your true intentions. It's a pointless exercise. Eindhoven, the city I was flying out of, is located in the Netherlands, a country notorious for their candidness. They're not being rude, they're just being Dutch, is a phrase I've heard on more than one occasion. In the time I spent in the Netherlands, I resorted to talking to strangers to keep myself occupied. And the honesty of the locals, although a little disconcerting at times, was refreshing. Stripping away the ambiguity from the way to speak to someone allows for a more meaningful and intimate conversation. I asked my Dutch friend, why is there such a disconnect between the two cultures? And her response was, why would I lie?